Obviously, some ICE agents raided a business in our city without a warrant. They went in the back of the establishment. We believe that there were 3 people who they say were undocumented that they detained, but they also detained folks that were, in fact, citizens of this country.
And welcome back to GMA3. That was Newark, New Jersey Mayor Ras Baraka speaking out against an immigration raid at a business in his city last week.
And the mayor says his city has been, quote, unlawfully terrorized. This comes on the heels of an immigration crackdown in Chicago over the weekend after the Trump administration promised to carry out, quote, big raids in sanctuary cities across the U.S. Let's bring in Newark Mayor Ras Baraka. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. And you say this raid was unconstitutional. Why do you think that? What happened?
Well, I know the 4th Amendment of the Constitution protects us from unreasonable search and seizure, to be secure in our papers, our person, our property. If there's no due process, if there's no probable cause, there's no warrant, you can't go in people's private establishments in the back and start asking people for their paperwork, for ID, simply because you think they look like they're undocumented or they look like they're criminals. It's a slippery slope. Once we allow the Constitution to be undermined, then we're all in danger in this country.
Mr. Mayor, you say that 3 U.S. citizens were detained, including a veteran. ICE released a statement saying that during these operations, they may encounter U.S. citizens and may request ID. That's what they say happened here. What more do you know about this?
Well, so 3 undocumented folks were detained, taken away by ISIS. But there were a whole store full of other folks who were in there, who were held in the store unlawfully, who IDs were checked. A military veteran who was there, who they made mockery of his ID, trying to make him believe that it was fake. They took these people through the motions, and they should not have. And to me, that is a violation of these people's constitutional rights, for sure. For them to say that, citizens will be collateral damage is for us to say that the Constitution should be collateral damage. We cannot allow people's rights to be violated in this witch hunt for people who they say may be murderers or rapists or criminals. I don't know how you determine a criminal simply by looking at them, or somebody that's undocumented simply by looking at them, particularly in a place like Newark, New Jersey, where there's a high levels of diversity of people from different parts of the world here in the city of Newark. It's difficult to determine who's undocumented and who's not.
Sources tell ABC News that the raids that we saw in the Northeast last week were actually routine raids. They were not part of the Trump administration's enhanced ICE operations. What do you make of that assessment?
Well, I don't know. What I do know is that we got call from our community partners that a store in our city was being raided by folks in full gear. They've been walking around the city of Newark in full gear with long guns. Pretty intimidating group of folks moving into somebody's establishment, terrorizing the people inside of the store. I don't know if it's routine or not, but if that is the routine, then it's a very dangerous routine. Whatever procedure that they have in place, it needs to be rethought. That folks need to begin to put an eye on this and shine some light on what's happening here before we further continue to erode the Constitution of the United States.
All right, Newark, New Jersey Mayor Ras Baraka, thank you for joining us here on GMA3.
You're very welcome.